and founder of W.O. Grubb, W.O. Grubb himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engine.
And with that, the field comes to life and sets for action in the longest race ever for the Eagle Cup cars at Southside Speedway. On the pole with his qualifying run, 16.887, 71.053 miles per hour. His fourth straight pole, Dan Arnold in car number 43 out of Petersburg, sponsored by Dan Arnold Construction and Silkins Paint. Outside the front row will be car number 7. That's the machine of Joe Covington out of Glen Allen, sponsored by Joe Covington Racing and Enge Graphics. Starting third will be the K95 Pontiac of Wayne Vaughn out of Chester, sponsored by WKHK, K95 FM, and by Rack and Sack Food Stores and Discount Drugs. Fourth on the field, car number 69, Lawrence Godsey, the Chevy out of Chesterfield, sponsored by Turnpike Auto Sales, Victorian Rose Western Wear, Lightning Graphics, and Auto Paint Supply. In the fifth starting spot, car number 10, the Ford of Jason Eberth out of Midlothian, sponsored by New Age Auto Glass, Witten Lincoln Mercury, Striper Johns Graphics, Witten Jeep, Ray's Upholstery, Larry Green Tire and Exhaust as well. In the sixth starting spot, car number 24 out of Chester, Rob Thornton, the Chevy, sponsored by DuPont and Tony's Muffler. Seventh on the field, car number 74 out of Dinwiddie, Lanny Pemberton, sponsored by Landon Racing, MTM Racing Creations, SE Labs, Commercial Power Cleaners, Dominion Chiropractic, and David R. Beam, DDS. In the eighth starting spot, car number 16, the Ford of Ed Millisham out of Hopewell, sponsored by Lowry Tire of Petersburg and Car Corral of Petersburg. In the ninth starting spot, car number 33, Ryan Burrow out of Richmond, sponsored by Fast Mart Super Truck Shootout, September 7th at RRR, Gans Body Shop, and Reliable Machine. In the 10th starting spot, car number 42, Eric Evans out of Glen Allen in the Evans Racing Pontiac. And starting in the 11th spot, car number 4, Tom Dance, the Ford out of Chesterfield, sponsored by R&K Enterprises and Doug and Penny Motorsports. In the 12th starting spot, car number 90 out of Goochland, Charles Cagle, the Ford, sponsored by Heilig Myers, Goochland Exxon, New Canton Concrete, and Quality Communications of Virginia. In the 13th starting spot, car number 08, the Ford of K.C. Walker at a Skin Quarter, sponsored by Razzle's Restaurant, Three Star Motor Company, Chesterfield FOP, Lodge 47, Sharp Safety Supply, AT Car, Wanderers Crafters Corner, Ball 4 Sports, and On the Spot. In the 14th starting spot, car number 31, John Kirby, the Chevy out of Mechanicsville, sponsored by Richmond Towing and R&R Body Shop. 15th on the field will be number 88, Billy Cook, the Dodge out of Glen Allen, sponsored by Atkinson Fence Company and Pit Stop Vending. And 16th, the 00 of Linwood Borough out of Richmond, sponsored by Richmond International Raceway, Central Fidelity Bank, Banners Express, and Gans Body Shop. 17th on the field, car number 911, Larry Johnson out of Goochland, sponsored by the Goochland Air Program, Parish Motors, Brenda's Restaurants, Appliance Doctor, W.D. Curtis Heating and Cooling, Brown Motor Parts, Dunn Gas, and W.B. Parish Landscaping. 18th on the field, car number 76, Troy Whitlow, the Oldsmobile out of Richmond, sponsored by Harrison's Body Works, Miles Auto Service, and Banners Express. 19th on the field, car number 2, Billy Clark out of Centerville, Virginia, sponsored by Miller Genuine Draft and Signs West. In the 20th starting spot, car number 1, Bobby Marshall out of Victoria, sponsored by the Lunenburg County Dare Program, the Lunenburg JCs, Auto Value Parts Stores, and Timmy's Groceries. 21st on the field, car number 25, out of King William, the Budweiser-sponsored ride of Johnny Simons. In the 22nd starting spot, car number 94, the Ford of Farron Hamlin out of Callio, sponsored by McDonald's, ACI Distributors, and Northern Neck Glass. In the 23rd starting spot, car number 6, the Ford of Cliff Sales out of Richmond, sponsored by DNF Plumbing, Delta Faucet Company, Mike Myers Floor Covering, and Angelo's Italian Restaurant. 24th on the field, car number 13, that's Jeff Sims out of Goochland, sponsored by E&L Body Shop, Sprint Signs, and W.T. Curtis Heating and Cooling. In the 25th starting spot, car number 60, it's Larry Morgan out of Richmond, sponsored by DNF Plumbing, Delta Faucet Company, and Nolan Plumbing Supply. 26th on the field, car number 77, Ronnie Vanoy, the Chevy out of Fairfax, sponsored by Red Dog Beer, American Paving, and Signs West. In the 27th starting spot, car number 22, out of Richmond, it's John Sawyer, the Chevy, sponsored by Richmond International Raceway, the Autolite Platinum 250, September 8th at RIR, and All Pro Auto Bart. In the 28th starting spot, car number 5, that's the machine of Sam Millisham out of Prince George. And rounding out the field, car number 07, Adrian Stafford out of Chesterfield, sponsored by Shoesmith Brother Contractors, Sign of the Times, Hickey's House of Power, and Team Bear. 29 cars, 100 laps, the longest event ever in the Eagle Cup Series. And throwing the green flag for tonight's event, the 1994 MASCAR Points champion, Kevin Grubb. Dan Arnold on the pole. He's had 4 straight wins, trying to make it 5 in a row. He's already locked up the 1995 Points championship. a cruise for 2 to the Caribbean, and many other cash prizes. He'll lead them to the green tonight. Arnold, 675 points, 5 feature wins, 12 top 5s, and 13 top 10s. Joe Covington, starting second in the points, 513 points, 1 win, 9 top 5s, and 10 top 10s. And they'll bring them down pit road to pace them for the stop-and-go penalties. Lawrence Gotze sits third in the points in car number 69 with 504 points, 3 feature wins, 7 top 5s, and 9 top 10s. John Kirby, fourth in the points with 2 top 5s and 10 top 10s. Rob Thornton in car number 24, fifth in the point standings, 438 points, 3 top 5s, and 8 top 10s. Johnny Simon sits sixth in the points, 4 points behind Thornton with 4 top 5s and 9 top 10s. Eric Evans, seventh in the point standings, 4 top 5s and 9 top 10s, and winner of the MASCAR Clash, the season opener this year, $1,000 in cash and prizes in a 10-lap shootout. Eighth in points, Wayne Vaughn, the K95 Pontiac with 417, 5 top 5s and 9 top 10s. Lanny Pemberton, ninth in the point standings with 1 win, 6 top 5s and 9 top 10s. And Jason Eberth in car number 10, wrapping up the top 10 in points with 3 feature wins, 5 top 5s and 8 top 10s. The lights are off on the pace truck, and we're ready to go green flag racing as 29 cars will scream to the green. And 100 laps of racing action. We go under green. Kevin Grubb drops the flag, and we're underway. Covington gets the advantage into turn 1, but quickly Arnold gets a little loose going through turn 2. That stacks up the cars behind. It's a 3-way battle up front. Vaughn looking low. It's 3 cars going through turns 3 and 4. Door to door, they'll tighten it back up. They break into a 2-car line. Eberth and Vaughn bumping down the front stretch. Up front, it's Joe Covington leading the way. Dan Arnold second. A couple of cars getting together further back. They all gather it back in, but they're continuing to stack up further back in the field. The top 6 break away from the battles behind. Side by side for the 7th spot. Dans will take it through turns 1 and 2, and now Ryan Burrow in car number 33 will challenge. He's to the inside of Rob Thornton. Cagle underneath Ed Millisham further back, and we get 3 laps complete, and so far we're caution free. It's a 2-car length advantage. Make it 3 car lengths down the backstretch. For Joe Covington, Dan Arnold second, Wayne Vaughn third, Jason Eberth fourth, Lanny Pemberton fifth, and Lawrence Gotze sixth. Tom Dance sets in the 7th spot, but he gets a challenge from Ryan Burrow down the front stretch. 9th is Rob Thornton, and rounding out the top 10, Charles Cagle. An incredible field of cars continue to go under green. It's 5 laps complete and 95 to go. Arnold starts to tighten up on Covington for the top spot. He looks to the inside down the front stretch, can't make a move, but now Covington's lead is down to a half a car length, and the battles continue further back. Eric Evans trying to get underneath Charles Cagle, and Casey Walker closing in on that battle as well. The leaders come off turn 4 into the stripe, and Arnold continues to hound Covington for the top spot. Vaughn, 12 car lengths back in third, and Eberth 2 car lengths behind Vaughn in fourth. Further back in the field, they shake it up once again. It's Johnny Simons diving to the inside of Ed Millisham and to the inside of Linwood Burrow. He picks up 2 spots. Going through turns 3 and 4, car number 25, Johnny Simons. Ed Millisham now tries to hold off John Kirby. It won't work. Kirby makes a move to the inside. Now Billy Cook tries to open it up. Adrian Stafford also making a move. He looks to the inside of Troy Whitlow through turns 3 and 4. He'll pick up a spot, but Whitlow charges back to the inside lane. Up front, it's a challenge for the lead. It's Arnold to the inside of Covington. The leaders work off turn number 4, and to the stripe, it's door to door for the top spot. Covington holds him off this time around, but Arnold continues to battle to the inside. 2 cars tag the boilerplate in turn number 4. Billy Cook is one of them. Can't make out what the other car is from here, but we're under caution. 10 laps complete, make it 11 this time by car number 22, John Sawyer, also getting looped. And we're under caution. The field tightens up once again. Green flag racing back in store. It'll be 26 laps complete when they cross the stripe. And quickly they start to shake it up. Up front it's Arnold showing the way. Joe Covington second. Wayne Vaughn third. Jason Ebert fourth. Lanny Pemberton fifth. Lawrence Gotze sixth. Seventh Ryan Burrow. Eighth Rob Thornton. Ninth Eric Evans. 10th Tom Dance. 11th Charles Cagle. And Johnny Simons shooting to the inside of Casey Walker to pick up the 12th spot. It gets loose up in the stage drive, but gathers it back in. Simons continues his march towards the front. Side-by-side battle for third. It's Vaughn on the high side. Ebert on the inside lane. They'll continue to go at it as the top two start to break away. They stack it up. Vaughn loses the 4th spot to Pemberton, and now Gotze to the inside. He'll challenge for 5th. Lawrence Gotze picks up the 5th spot and starts to close in on car number 74, Lanny Pemberton. Up front, Arnold trying to break away from Covington, but Covington looks back to the inside, and it'll be a battle for the top spot. Gotze going after Pemberton for 4th, and now Joe Covington takes the top spot away, put Joe Covington back at the point. One car looped down in turn number 2, Adrian Stafford in car number 07. As the battle for the top spot continues, another car involved, the K95 Pontiac of Wayne Vaughn. And we go into yellow once again. Yeah, he was supposed to. They'll tighten it back up for green flag racing once again. Joe Covington showing the way. Dan Arnold second. Jason Ebert third. Lawrence Gotze fourth. Lanny Pemberton shoots to the inside of Gotze to challenge for that position. Rob Thornton trying to follow him through. They drop down through the dirt. Dan Arnold now losing second to Jason Ebert. Gotze trying to hold off Thornton. Thornton still down in the inside lane. And Johnny Simons just behind Gotze as they continue to battle. Covington leads the way. Arnold takes second back from Ebert. And now it's Pemberton sitting next in line, followed by Gotze in the side-by-side battle with Simons and Thornton. To the stripe. And it's Covington leading that lap number 40. 60 remaining. And he opens up his advantage over Arnold. And caution on the speedway. Area, please get away from the fencing. And we go back to green with Joe Covington showing the way over Dan Arnold, Jason Ebert. And quickly they start to shake it up once again. Ebert putting pressure on Arnold, and it's side by side for 6th. Rob Thornton on the inside lane. Johnny Simons in the outside groove. They continue to battle that way. They'll bring it down the front stretch. Now Simons looks to the inside of Gotze. Can't make the move this time around. Arnold challenges back for the top spot. Down the back stretch, Dan Arnold shoots to the inside of Joe Covington. Put Arnold back out front, and he'll lead them to lap number 49. They'll get the halfway signal this time around. It'll be halfway this time by. 50 laps complete, and it's Dan Arnold, your leader. Joe Covington second. Jason Ebert third. Lanny Pemberton fourth. Lawrence Gotze fifth. Further back action as well. Wayne Vaughn trying to pick his way back through the field. Gets by Troy Whitlow. Starts to close in on Casey Walker and John Kirby. Cliff Sales also making a pass on Billy Clark in that lap. Up front, Arnold now starts to close on Jeff Sims, car number 13. He'll work to put that car lap down, shoots to the outside, coming off turn number 2. That allows Covington to close back in and challenge for the top spot once again. Covington thinks to make it 3 wide, wisely backs out of it. He'll make another shot at it next time around, as Arnold holds him off. One car looping on the front stretch, Tom Dance in car number 4. Dance trying to refire his ride. He'll do so. The leader's coming off turn number 4 as Dance refires, and the green stays out. Simons has made his way by Gotze. He'll chase down Lanny Pemberton now, the quest for 4 spot. Simons with some strong runs in the past few weeks. Bad luck early in the season, but the Budweiser team finding the ride and the handling once again. "44 laps remaining to settle this 100-lapper. As we watch a battle with Ed Millisham, Jeff Sims, the lap card, Linwood Burrow, who falls off the pace. John Kirby moves by him. Wayne Vaughn to the inside of K.C. Walker. And very slow on the speedway, car 00, Linwood Burrow. Up front, the leaders work by the lap cars. One car up against the retaining wall. Linwood Burrow very slow on the speedway. Everyone shoots by him down the front stretch, trying to find a lane to duck down into the infield area. He stays up against the retaining wall. Joe Covington reassumes the top spot as that battle up front continues. Everyone working the lap traffic. Three wide down the backstretch. Rob Thornton shoots to the inside of Lawrence Gotze. And it doesn't look like Burrow can get it home, so they'll bring out the yellow. And it's Joe Covington leading the way on lap number 60. And they'll tighten it up once again for the restart. Joe Covington takes him to the green flag. It's a side-by-side battle for 4th. Lanny Pemberton on the inside. Johnny Simons in the outside lane. They'll battle as Thornton, car number 24, closes in. Arnold continues to pressure Covington for the top spot, and it continues to be a side-by-side battle for 4th. 6th spot, Rob Thornton, watching for a lane to make a move. 7th is Lawrence Gotze. 8th, Ryan Burrow. 9th, Eric Evans. 10th, Ed Millisham. 11th, John Kirby. Wayne Vaughn back up to 12th. Charles Cagle in 13th. K.C. Walker 14th. Top 3 start to break away from Simons a bit, as Arnold watching for any mistake from Covington. He gets to the inside coming down the front stretch, but Covington able to hold him off once again. Eber sets 3rd, right on the back deck of Arnold. Simons in 4th spot. Pemberton 5th. But he's getting a challenge now from Rob Thornton. Thornton shoots to the inside, and the battle is for 5th. Car number 22, very slow on the speedway. That's John Sawyer. Down the backstretch, it's Charles Cagle and John Kirby going at it. Thornton works his way by Pemberton. Now Gotze mounts a challenge for the position, and Ryan Burrow sits there as well. K.C. Walker side by side with John Kirby for position, with Sam Millisham in car number 5, also in that battle. Up front, again, Arnold to the inside of Covington. As the battle goes on further back, everyone has to step back in line. They work to the outside of John Sawyer. At the stripe, it's still Covington showing the way, holding off Arnold lap after lap. but he still feels the heat, and Johnny Simons has worked his way up there to battle with those group as we have a big pile up in turn number 4. Oh, Jason Eber tagging one of the cars. Heavy damage on several vehicles. Car number 94, Farron Hamlin involved. Looks like the one car, Bobby Marshall, is in it as well. And the 77 of Ronnie Vanoy. And we can see heavy damage on car number 10 and car number 4, Tom Dance. We go back under caution. Once again, racing once again. It'll be lap 78 this time by 22 laps remaining. And our 100-lap Eagle Cup feature. Rob Thornton goes to work on Johnny Simons for the 3rd spot. He'll have it coming off turn number 2. Further back, Linwood Burrow getting a tag from behind while running slow on the speedway. He ducks it on the pit road. Up front, we watch the battles. Wayne Vaughn to the inside of Ed Millisham. That's the battle further back. Vaughn trying to work his way through the field. Simons has gotten back by Thornton, and Godsey will follow him through. Up front, the top 2 are still going at it. To the inside, it's Joe Covington in car number 7. To the outside, Dan Arnold. Covington trying to keep Arnold from making it 5 straight wins, but Arnold shoots back to the inside, coming off turn number 2, and now Godsey goes to work on Simons for the 3rd spot. Side by side, the top 4 onto the front stretch. Arnold keeps it pinned to the inside lane. He'll take the top spot away. Simons now loses 3rd to Godsey. And now Thornton challenges Simons for the 4th spot. 82 laps complete. And it's Dan Arnold showing the way over Joe Covington, Lawrence Godsey, Johnny Simons, and Rob Thornton. Leaders single file. Further back, John Kirby going at it with Cliff Sales. Also K.C. Walker and the 76 car, Troy Whitlow, do battle. The leaders work through turns 1 and 2. It's Arnold by 2 car lengths over Covington. Godsey 8 car lengths back in 3rd. A car length and a half back to Simons, who closes on Godsey in turns 3 and 4. And Thornton setting in the 5th spot. Leaders starting to close in on some traffic as well. Billy Clark in car number 2 and the 77 car, Ronnie Vanoy. 14 laps remaining. Arnold trying to make it 5 straight. He starts to open up his advantage once again. And the chase continues. This time, Covington chops down Arnold's advantage. Further back, Wayne Vaughn making it 3 wide on the backstretch as he shoots to the inside of Billy Clark, passes that lap car, goes to work on Eric Evans for position. Charles Cagle also mounting a challenge in car number 90. Close to the outside of Billy Cook, the lap car. They'll have to chase down Vaughn and Evans, who are side by side. As Evans shoots down to the inside, makes contact with Vaughn, but they both hold on as they work the lap car, Ronnie Vanoy. The leader, again working lap cars. The 13 of Jeff Sims, the 911. Larry Johnson, car number 94, returning to the speedway, Farron Hamlin. And car number 4, Tom Dance, back out. And 9 laps remaining. Vaughn doing a great job. Working his way back into the 8th spot. Evans sets 9th. Your leaders again working heavy traffic. We continue to watch the battle for third as well. Johnny Simons keeping the pressure on Lawrence Godsey for that position. And Arnold again, seeing his advantage grow. Covington trying to track him down, but time winding out. We continue to watch that battle for third as well, as Covington starts to chop into Arnold's lead once again. But Arnold with clear sailing now. Next car who will come around will be the 77 car, Ronnie Vanoy. But it's 4 laps remaining. Car number 95 up against the wall in turn number 2. Something amiss on the K95 car. Vaughn climbing from his ride, and caution goes on the field. It'll be 2 laps remaining. And the green and white will fall over the field at the same time. Green and white goes out, and quickly it's a shootout. Covington goes after Arnold. Godsey sets third. It's side by side for fourth with Thornton and Simons. Again, Covington looks to the inside of Arnold. He has the inside lane through turns 3 and 4. Godsey closes in. It's side by side to the stripe. At the line, it's Dan Arnold making it 5 in a row. Joe Covington takes second. Lawrence Godsey third. Johnny Simons fourth. And Rob Thornton takes fifth. All right, go ahead, Jason Evers. Tell us what happened.
I can't tell you. We'll never sell any tapes.
No?
I'll be getting taken out next week and everything.
No, why? What happened?
Well, I was running good, and I have a radio. They told me where to go. They said go in between. You know, it has a big hole right where they told me to go. I went there. 4 cars pointed right at me, looked at me, and rolled right down in front of me. He said he was going to get me, and he got me. So.
That's your opinion of what happened in turn 4?
Yeah, he's going to. I don't think we're going to be back next week. It ain't worth the race. So.
Jason Evers sums up his opinions about tonight's event. Well, Bobby Marshall signs a few autographs. Not the best of nights for you, but no injuries anyway.
No injuries. We're just trying to survive tonight.
It was a long one anyway.
Yeah, we got touched a couple times going down the straightaway, but sometimes those things just happen.
Just part of racing.
That's just part of racing.
Bobby Marshall. Cliff Sales, there's that hairy chest again. On the lead lap and digging at the end.
Yes, I was. For the first time this year, I think I did pretty decent.
Yeah, how about that 100 lapper? Where you out?
Not too bad this time.
Not too bad this time.
Well the 75 lapper, I think, wore me out worse than this.
So next week we can change it to a 200, no problem.
No, I don't know about that.
Cliff Sales, driver car number 6. Man, I tell you what, talking about a team that worked hard, y'all came in lap after lap under caution to adjust tire pressure.
Yeah, I got about 80 pounds in that right front. We practiced all day, and I was loose so bad all day I didn't know what to do. So then Dan Arnold helped us out, and then we got it so tight, I was everywhere, man. I just knew I was going to have wall stripes all the way down the side of it. So finally my brother kept putting air in it and changing it around. I probably ran more laps in the pits than I did on the track.
Larry Morgan, driver car number 60. Well, Tom, it was a hard shot. You okay?
Yeah, just the straps caught me in the chest a little bit, that's all. And ain't too bad.
What the hell happened up there in turn 4?
I don't know. Next thing I knew, I was up in the wall, and I was trying to get around a car that was pulled up on the side, and next thing I knew, I was wham, it was hit, and it was, I don't remember too much after that. It just shook me up, so I didn't even try to. I just come on down and just let the car coast, because it was just hurting so much in my chest at the time. I thought it was something at first was really bad, but then after I sat there a few minutes, I was all right.
Now, crew got the car back out. You kept on racing, though.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to try to get as many laps in and stay up in them rookie points. Got to try to win it.
He's leading the rookie points coming into tonight's events. Driver car number 4, Tom Dance. Here they are. Here they are, Johnny Simons, Rob Thornton, and David Simons, who coaches them both with us.
That's water.
Oh, water tonight.
David doesn't drink beer. David drinks water and iced tea.
That's it.
That's it.
Does he chew tobacco too?
He chews tobacco.
I tell you, you two really battled it all night.
Well, I hated to do it. You know, he's a teammate, but we're running so neck and neck in points. We just had to keep it clean and go at it, and just, you know, it was just all in the fun.
You didn't have the urge to stuff him back in the wall, though.
No. I mean, you know, we can lose it at the end. We can lose it on the last 2 laps. And I didn't want to do that. Whoever was going to be in front was going to be in the front. We were both doing all we could do to, you know, hold positions. He was trying to get around me. I was trying to keep him off me. We're battling. We got one place difference, you know. Whoever was up tonight we were going to swap positions in the points. 2 points. And I didn't want it to be Rob. I really didn't.
Yeah, and of course, we're running for those points and another top 5 run, another consecutive top 5.
We come from 21st in the points or further up to the top 5 now. I believe we'll be in the top 5 here. And we started 21st tonight, so I think we did all right. 21st to 4th is pretty good, I reckon.
They really race you clean, Rob?
Oh yeah, he races me clean every time on the track.
How about the rest of them?
Pretty much. We got a few cars that are kind of rough, but I'm not gonna mention. No, I'm not gonna mention.
A little reluctant there on the names. Rob Thornton, driver car number 24. Johnny Simons, the Budweiser, number 25. The man who asked, do I get a discount on the tapes? Why, is that just because you've been on them?
Yeah, I ought to. I tried to get them to give me a discount on the tape down that night, but they wouldn't do it. But I did find a little money here. I didn't have to give it quite as much to the tech man tonight. You know?
Oh, you paying off a tech man now?
We came up legal tonight. We didn't have to pay him off tonight.
It was a good run for the 69, though.
Yeah, it was. And we're proud of Lawrence. He done a good job. He done a real good job.
And amazingly, the top 3 in points finished 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah, well, we wish we'd have finished in front of that 7 car, but you know how it is.
You'll get him.
Everybody was good. We'll get him next week. No problem.
Clean racing?
Clean racing. It was good racing.
Tara Lewis.
We'll get him next week. We can't make Lawrence drive crooked. You know that. We tell him, go out there and spin him. He goes, oh, we can't do that.
Tara Lewis, crew chief on number 69. All right, what'd you think of the race?
Did Daddy win? Daddy win? You just said a minute ago, let me on TV, let me on TV. Well, now you're on TV.
Well, Dan, another great run, 5 consecutive wins, 4 consecutive poles tonight.
Yeah, I tell you, I'd drive for it tonight, though. Joe Covington was pretty tough. We both got loose for a while, and it was back and forth. I really thought the 69 had a chance to come on up and give us a chance to win, run with us, but Joe's tough.
How about 100 laps?
I like it. Everyone should be 100 laps.
Dan Arnold, he's the 1995 champion.
Mama. Can you say hi? Say hi, Mama.
Mama's in here.
Say hi, Mama.
You interview Daddy.
Say hi, Mama. You say hi, Mama?
Sign language. All right, Lanny. No, another good run. Everybody takes off when we show up. What are they, camera shy?
I guess so.
How about that 100-lapper? Does it kind of get you psyched out for Indianapolis?
Yeah, just we had a push, and it just kept getting worse, and there was nothing we can do. Just try to stay out of their way and let them go by when they got close. But for the car being crashed like it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since the car's been on the track. You drove Adrian Stafford's ride last week, and but a good run with it, considering you haven't really had a whole lot of time to get it set back up.
Yeah, it's not bad. We just made a change before, and I think we went the wrong way, but we just finished 6th or 7th. I don't know where we finished, but it was there. So at least we finished.
You don't reckon the primer paint job slowed you down?
No, I don't think so.
We still got all your sponsors in there anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Lanny Pittman, driver car number 74.
Yeah, this is one of those things.
Well, he wasn't on a surfboard tonight. John Sawyer got a little wavy out there, though. Some real heavy surf, like Felix was in the track tonight.
Yeah, it was. Actually, the way I ran tonight, I should have gone to Virginia Beach with my brother Sean and gone surfing. But, you know, we got a lot of stuff to do out at the racetrack. We got the big races coming up the 7th, 8th, and 9th of September, which is going to be really good. We're doing a lot of construction out at the racetrack. We've added 8,000 seats. We've got a parking lot going. We've got a tunnel to shuttle people back and forth. It should be a real nice event this September coming up.
Now, be honest with me. How many times you taken this one at it on RRR?
Twice.
How fast you get?
Wide open, as fast as it would go. I don't know how fast it was going.
Fast enough, though.
Yeah, it was fast enough.
John Sawyer, driver of car number 22. The man who started the race tonight, W.O. Grubb, the founder of W.O. Grubb Crane Rental. What did you think of the show, 100 laps?
It was a great race.
Yeah.
Great race. Some good driving, and they put on a good show. More people need to come out here and watch it.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little fuller out here in the stands, but I think eventually they'll pack it, guys. Coming out here, 29 cars. You don't see this in late model fields too often.
You sure don't. You don't see them thrill breath coming off this carrier.
W.O. Grubb, the man who started it all tonight.
Come here. Yay.
What's wrong? That's Mrs. Vaughn, who leads us right into, look, Wayne Vaughn sitting here.
No,
Wayne,
there we go. Got the whole family.
That's more like the whole family.
Yeah, and my other buddy.
And your other buddy?
Come here. Yeah. Well, we did it again, Freddie. We broke another barrier. This time we kept it out of the fence. So.
Yeah, the crew, I tell you, it's either hit or miss for you totally.
Them barriers last 98 laps.
98. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, up to the last couple of laps.
She finally get to watch me the whole race because she had to score.
Yeah,
Couldn't
so
watch nobody else.
So she actually paid attention to you tonight.
Yep, that's it.
Wayne Vaughn, driver of the K95 Pontiac.
My nephew and them come out here early.
Well, Joe, you fought him hard, but he held you off there his last couple circuits.
Yeah, I mean, we put on a good race, I think. At least I thought it was pretty good. It had to be pretty good from the stands. And he just had a little more than me, and I thought we put on a good show. I got down under him on the last lap, and he just carried a little more momentum than me. It's hard for me to say.
Yeah, after 100 laps, anything's hard to say, huh?
Really.
Does that kind of get you worked up a little more for that bush ride?
Man, I'm ready to run 100 more right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Back together.
Let's go. Let's get him to go. Let's run another 100 laps. Joe Covington finishes second tonight, continues his grasp on the second place in points. I'll get him. Here's the man who supervises it all, Buddy Grubb. A great show, 100 laps. How many more times are we going to do it?
I look like about 20 times next year.
20 times, 100 lappers.
Yeah.
Why don't we go 200?
No, that's only on the special races. We go 250.
250.
Yeah.
Buddy Grubb, president of MASCAR. Well, Lawrence, just got word from Tech. They found a couple of illegal parts on your car. It must be rough, especially when you were chasing Covington in the points.
It wasn't my car.
69?
Completely legal. Completely legal.
Do you do all the work to it?
No, I just
so how do you know?
Because I know my guys would never do nothing wrong.
Your guys would never cheat.
Never cheat. Never.
He don't know Thomas and Terrell very well, does it? But a good run, top 3 in points, 1, 2, 3. You're still chasing Covington. Arnold's wrapped it up.
Yeah, Dan, he's gonna close it up. He's done a good job this year. He's helped us out some too. That just tells you what kind of person he is. We was hurting a couple weeks ago. They helped us straighten our frame, give us some rims, a top, and that's what it's all about. Everybody out here helps everybody, and I can't say enough about Thomas and Terrell. And they don't want to put the car up there. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be up front.
I know him pretty well too, and I don't want to say anything about him.
No.
My pal George with a new do must have a new job.
Not yet.
Not yet, but trying to get one. What'd you think of the race?
I can't remember the last lap. Something happened to it.
Oh, here we go. Complaints. The fans always got complaints. I'm glad Donna isn't down here because she's been screaming for the last hour and a half from the stand.
I don't know. I just was looking at the board and saw that there was no last lap, and then I go, okay, checkered flag. It's over.
And still remember that time I lapped you out here? Well, he's setting the table for dinner now that the race is over. Larry, it was a good run. I tell you, y'all did a lot of work on the car during that race.
Yeah, we lost the front wheel bearing and got tangled up in the heat race with, I'll say, troublemaker, and we knocked the front end out. Apparently, we didn't get it back straight for the race, so we had fun. That's the name.
You got a good crew under you, though.
Oh yeah, they support us all the way. A bunch of fans. We have a good time.
Yeah, and be no surprise if he picks up the most popular driver in the ballots from tonight. No, not yet. We'll count it, and you'll come to the awards banquet, and you'll get your award there if you got it.
Okay.
Larry Johnson, driver car number 911. A race car driver without a car on Saturday night. Poor little Kevin Grubb sold his little car to move up with the big boys in the late model. He was dominant in the MASCAR series in 1994. The 1994 champion, walking away with 5, 6, 7 feature wins. In late models, he's cost Daddy a lot of money. But he's still learning, right?
That's right. We'll get it together one day.
Well, you got it together. You did pretty good. Heck, you were running second at Kinley. and blew a tire. But and from what I heard, you were going to take your brother out on the last lap if you had to.
Yeah, if that's what it takes, that's what we'll do.
See, I told you there was no brotherly love in racing. Kevin Grubb, watch for him in the late model number 55. And that wraps up tonight's show from Southside Speedway. Second night, Squirrel.
Night, Squirrel.
Oh, that's another show.